All right, and welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. We are live. Of course, good evening po sa lahat ng mga kaguro na nakatutok sa atin ngayon. And most especially sa members po ng Team PSA. No? So again, we would like to welcome back all the new members. Marami tayong new members. And marami tayong newbies ngayon. No? Sa lahat ng newbies po natin, paki-comment po. If you are a newbie, if this is the first time that you're watching us, it might be on Team PSA, it might be on our FB page, or it might be on our YouTube channel. Welcome back, and of course, we welcome all of you on sa ating live discussion tonight. Now, this is going to be our live discussion on general education. Of course, if you are a member of Team PSA, you can answer our quizzes. You can easily download our PowerPoint presentation. You can enjoy the full-length video because the video that we have on our Facebook page and YouTube channel are just snippets. Mapuputol po yung video nasa Facebook page natin, sa YouTube channel natin. So again, if you do want to enjoy and of course you want to watch the full-length video, please do become a member of Team PSA. We also have our free pre-board and free final coaching. And of course, ang kagandahan ng pagiging member ng Team PSA is that it is valid until September of this year. Okay, so even if you are going to take the LET in September, in March, or in June, pwede po kayong mag-join ng Team PSA. There's no hidden fees. There's no monthly payment. It's a one-time payment policy. And of course, again, it's valid until September of this year. Now, again, please do like this video and share this video. It's very important that you share our video so that we can reach out to more people. Please do like this video. And of course, you can also support us by sending us stars whenever you watch us live on Facebook. And of course, sending us your super chat, super stickers when you watch us live on YouTube. Now, tonight's discussion is centered on general education. Okay, so we are going to have 20 items tonight, all about general education, all previous LET items. Okay, but before that, of course, let's all have our opening prayer. We thank you for this new day, Lord. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us, to hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts, to see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands, to touch the leaves that grow afresh, and allow your love to touch our hearts, to smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation, to dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles, to enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, so again, as I have mentioned, we are going to have 20 items under general education tonight. And so please do like this video and share this video sa mga first-timer. First time to join live, si Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong name. You need to register po next time sa StreamYard. May link po dyan sa ating live na link. No? This is Judeline A. Almanoche. Hello, Coach Mac. Good evening po. First time po maka-join sa live. Welcome po. Welcome sa ating mga first-timers. Of course, sa ating mga star senders, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Jessa Mendez Magracia. Good evening, new member or newbie. Ganon din si Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung name ninyo, pero new member si Facebook user, no? Ma'am Joy or My Joy, newbie. May isa pang Facebook user na newbie. Again, if your name is not reflected, that means you need to click yung StreamYard na link po doon sa ating pinost na link for our live stream at mag-register po kayo. I-register nyo po yung inyong Facebook account. Okay, si Ma'am Rubaina Tambeg Minandang. Good evening. Welcome po. First timer. First time. Good eve to all. Sir Forfer. Oh, Ma'am Forfer Carol Rosentes. Maraming salamat again sa ating mga star senders. Thank you so much po for supporting Gurong Pinoy. And of course, sa mga magsisend pa po ng kanilang stars, maraming salamat po. Okay, again, good evening sa lahat ng members ng Team PSA, sa lahat ng ating mga newbies, and of course sa ating mga thunders, no? Sa ating mga veterano, sa mga matagal nang nandito. Inabot na ng sobra, mahigit sa 1 taon. No? Ma'am Marbs Susulan, newbie. Sir Justin Garcia, newbie from YouTube. Facebook user, newbie din, pero hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong name. First time, si Ma'am Eniret Tak. Ramada Pandak. Meron tayong graduating student. No? Congratulations in advance, Ma'am Glenny Ann Ramirez. Okay, sa ating mga estudyante pa lamang nakatutok na sa atin, good evening, no, welcome. Sir JJ Atanasio Season, newbie. Okay, ganun din sa ating mga team thunders, no, sa mga unit earners, yung mga medyo maedad-edad na, no? Pero nandito pa rin. Of course, good evening. And again, no, lahat naman, wala namang discrimination sa age select, no? Basta you try your best, you prepare for your upcoming licensure exam for teachers, siguradong makakapasa. Okay, again, please do like this video and share na po yung ating video. We are going to start with question number 1. Okay, number 1, this is science. What diagnostic test allows microorganisms to multiply in a medium under controlled laboratory conditions in order to determine the cause of an infectious disease? Is it letter A, chest x-ray, letter B, urinalysis, letter C, complete blood count, or letter D, microbial culture? What do you think is the right choice for number 1? First timer, marami tayong first timer ngayon. Good evening po and welcome. Again, please do share our video. Paki-share na po ng ating video, paki-like ng ating video. There's 100 plus of you na hindi pa po nagla-like, no? Yung mga nagla-like po ay mabibiyayaan. Yan po yung mga siguradong makakapasa. At yung mga nag-share. Okay, letter D. I see a lot of letter Ds for number 1. Okay, so again, for number 1, you are asked for the diagnostic test that allows microorganisms to multiply in a medium under controlled laboratory conditions in order to determine the cause of an infectious disease. Okay, so pinapadami yung mikrobyo, pinapadami yung microorganisms so that they can be used to study, no, kung ano ba yung cause ng isang infectious disease. So, as we know, we are under the pandemic, no? So when it started, of course they had to do this to the virus, and of course they had to study. Okay, is this letter A, chest x-ray, letter B, urinalysis, letter C, complete blood count, or letter D, microbial culture? Of course, the correct choice here would be letter D. Okay, so letter D po yung tumpak na choice natin, microbial culture. Kino-culture yung microbio, no? Hindi po siya tinuturuan ng kultura, ha? Hindi po yan yung meaning niya. When you say culturing your microbes or microorganisms, that means they are made to multiply, they are made to grow, so that of course they can have many samples that they can use for their studies. Not chest x-ray, no? So chest x-ray, alam naman natin kung ano yung x-ray. Urinalysis, ginagawa ito kapag ikaw ay buntis, kapag ikaw ay suspected na may UTI, no? So ako, since I am buntis now, every time I go to my doctor, there's always urinalysis every time I go there, no? So they'll have to check if you have infection of your urine, kung may protein sa iyong urine, kung may blood sa iyong urine, no? So lahat yan ay chine-check. CBC, your letter C, is complete blood count. At CBC, that is checking the different components of your blood. So mas marami ka bang WBC, no? Mas marami ka bang white blood cells? That is an indicator that there is an infection. Because of course, you know, your WBC or your white blood cells are the army, no? Are the armies of your body. That's the defense mechanism of your body. So, chine-check nila yung WBC mo, yung red blood cells mo, yung platelets mo, no? All other components of your blood. Okay, but here, letter D is tumpak. All right, sabi ni Sir Ryan Inopia, lumabas po yan sa exam, no? Again, these items that we are talking about are all items coming or that have come out in your previous lab. Okay, so alam nyong sakto, tumpak yung mga items na nandito, hindi malayo sa mga items na makikita nyo sa actual exam ninyo. All right, number 2, what is the basis for classifying plants based on phylogenetic considerations? Letter A, natural composition. Letter B, physical composition. Letter C, structural similarities. Or letter D, evolutionary sequence. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 2? Again, welcome po sa lahat ng ating mga newbies. Sabi ni Sir Mohaimin, Nakan Ismael. Awit, move on. Okay? Move on talaga. Move on ka agad na wala tayong choice sa let. Kapag ka nagkamali, move on lang, no? Bangon lang. And of course, continue. Tumpak, ganun. Sabi naman ni Sir Rainer, karikain. Si Ma'am Welma, ligwak, sabi niya. Okay, pero okay lang, no? At least dito lang kayo nagkakamali. Sa actual let, alam niyo na kung ano yung tumpak na choice. Okay, I see, samut-sari yung inyong choices, no? A, C, at D. Samut-sari ang inyong choice for number 2. A, C, D. Okay? So, alin kaya yung tumpak? Sino kaya yung tumpak at sino kaya yung ligwak? A, C, D. Meron pang letter B. Okay. Number 2, what is the basis for classifying plants based on phylogenetic considerations? Is it letter A, natural composition, yung natural na composition ng inyong plants, no? Kung ano yung nagme-make up, ano yung composition ng inyong plants. Physical composition, anong itsura ng inyong plants? Letter C, structural similarities, halos kaparehas siya ng letter B mo, no? Physical and structural. Or letter D, evolutionary sequence. And the tumpak na choice dito is letter D, evolutionary sequence. So you all know what evolution is, how organisms have changed over a period of time, no? And of course, organisms have changed because their goal is to survive. If you do not change with your environment, you will not survive. You will die, no? Katulad din nung nangyari sa atin nung nag-pandemic. If you were a teacher or if you are a parent, you had to survive and you had to adapt, no? So all adaptations, when you talk about adaptations in science, these are all the changes that happen in your organism and their goal is just to survive. Always the goal is to survive. So ganun din yung evolution. Yung evolution, kumbaga, lahat ng changes, lahat ng adaptations na nangyari sa iyong organism over a period of time. And of course, the goal is to survive. Okay, so letter D, ang ating pong choice is letter D, evolutionary sequence. Because when you say phylogenetics, dyan po sa ating question of phylogenetic considerations, when you say phylogenetics, it is the study of the evolutionary history and relationships among individuals or groups of organisms. So tinitingnan kung sino yung mga magkakamag-anak, kung sino yung mga magkakaparehas ng DNA. For example, kino-compare yung embryo nila magkaparehas, no? So that's phylogenetics. You study the evolutionary history and the relationships among different organisms. And so letter D po, ang tumpak na choice for number 2. Legwak, sabi ni Ma'am Gaviola. Okay lang po yan. Okay? Sir Adam, yan na po yung meaning ng ating phylogenetics. Okay, number 3, which is true of metalloids? This is still science. Letter A, conduct heat better than metals. Letter B, conduct electricity better than metals. Letter C, have properties of both metals and non-metals. Or letter D, conduct heat and electricity less effective than non-metals. Okay, which one do you think is the tumpak na choice for number 3? Number 3 na po tayo. Ayan, sabi ulit ni Sir Tyler Joseph Sariba, yung number 1 question na lumabas last January exam. Okay, so that means kung kayo ay isang kaguro, alam niyo na kung ano yung tumpak na choice doon. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 3? Number 3 po, what is your choice? Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett. Hi, Ma'am Mek. Wala pong secondary na naka-sked dito sa Cagayan de Oro sa March exam. Okay. So next batch pa po kayo, Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett. So that means it's okay, no? Advantage po yan sa inyo. That means you'll have more time to prepare for your upcoming lab. Nag-birthday na po ako dito sa Gurong Pinoy. Happy birthday, Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett. Birthday na niya. Naka-isang taon na yata dito si Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett. More than 1 year na. Okay, letter C for number 3. Letter C kaya ang tumpak na choice? Okay. Tumpak kaya yung karamihan or ligwak kaya yung karamihan? Genocide kaya yung mangyayari? Okay. C po answer ko last January exam. Sabi ni si Sir Omo Humayda or Ma'am Omo Humayda Mastura Gurukali. Okay? So that means lumabas din ito sa last January na exam, no? And so, tingnan natin kung tama ang choice niyo. Letter C, karamihan sa inyo, no? So, number 3, which is true of metalloids? Is it letter A, conduct heat better than metals? Letter B, conduct electricity better than metals? Now, as you see, ang letter A and B mo, parehas lang yan, no? If it is a good conductor of heat, good conductor din siya ng electricity. Now, when you say conductor, these are materials that would allow heat, electricity, energy to pass through them. Okay, so usually metals mo are very good conductors of heat and electricity. Letter C, have properties of both metals and non-metals. Letter D, conduct heat and electricity less effective than non-metals. Okay, now the tumpak na choice dito would be letter C. Tama yung letter C, no? So they have properties of both metals and non-metals. Okay, so letter C is tumpak for number 3. This is one characteristic of your metalloids. Okay, now if you are looking at your periodic table of elements, okay, sa periodic table of elements mo, your metalloids are these elements here, no? Yung pitong elements dito that would form your staircase. Itong darker green na color. Okay, so boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and polonium. All these 7 elements that form your staircase, these are your metalloids. Now, to your right, papuntang right, no, ng inyong metalloids dito, itong number 6, 15, and so on, until 117, 118, including hydrogen, these are your non-metals. Non-metals na po itong lahat, no? Yung nasa right natin. And the rest of your elements here are all metals. So metals na po itong lahat. Until even these ones at the bottom, yung lanthanide series mo and actinide series mo. These are all metals. Okay, so mas maraming metals kesa non-metals kesa metalloids sa inyong periodic table. So again, sa metalloids mo, you only have 7. To the right of your periodic table, including hydrogen, these are your non-metals, and the rest are all metals. No, lahat na po yan ay metals. Okay, but then again, we were asked for the characteristic of your metalloids. As you can see in your periodic table, they are located between your non-metals and your metals, and so their characteristics are also in the middle of your metals and non-metals. Now, they share some characteristics of metals and other characteristics of your non-metals. And so letter C is tumpak for number 3. Okay, we go to number 4. This is social studies. The Filipinos are deeply religious. However, sometimes this religiosity instills a negative attitude of letter A. Total surrender to God in times of helplessness is best. Letter B, God, who is omnipotent and omniscient, will allow what is best. Letter C, resignation and ends up into doing nothing to improve one's condition. Letter D, social responsibility to participate in the development of the society. Okay, which one do you think is tumpak for number 4? Okay, again, please do share our live stream, like our video, and share our live stream. There's still about 100 plus, no? Na hindi po nagla-like ng ating video. Paki-like po ng ating video, pindutin lamang po yung heart and yung thumbs up sign, no? Or your care sign. Huwag pong angry. And of course, please share our video para makita po ng ibang mga marites, yung ibang kukuha ng let, and of course, kahit sila, just like you, matulungan din po ng Gurong Pinoy. Okay, what's your answer for number 4? Question number 4. Please do share our video, and of course, thank you po sa ating mga star senders. Sa ating mga super chatters, kung kayo po ay magsisend ng stars, maraming salamat po, of course, for supporting Gurong Pinoy. Okay, letter C. I see a lot of letter C sa ating chat box. Okay, so sabi ng number 4 mo, the Filipinos are deeply religious. Totoo naman, no? So tayong mga Pilipino ay talagang madasalin. Majority of us are Christians, and of course, also a big population, especially sa Mindanao, are Muslims. No? Assalamualaikum sa lahat ng ating Muslim brothers and sisters. No? And so, we are all very religious people, no? Kahit na magkakaiba yung religion natin, religious pa rin tayo. That means we believe in God, we believe in that supreme entity that would guide our lives, okay? Pero sabi dito, maganda daw yung pagiging religious. However, sometimes this can instill a negative attitude of blank, okay? So ano yung negative attitude dito? Total surrender to God in times of helplessness, no? Lord, thy will be done. Kung wala ka na magagawa. For example, no, may nagkasakit sa inyong pamilya, no, you'd usually just surrender it to God, okay? So Lord, thy will be done. Ikaw na po yung bahala, ikaw po yung mas nakakaintindi, no, kung ano yung mangyayari, no? So Lord, thy will be done. Yan yung sabi ng letter A. Letter B, God who is omnipotent and omniscient will allow what is best. No? So halos magkaparehas sila ng letter A. No? So siya na yung bahala, siya yung mas nakakaalam. Letter C, resignation and ends up into doing nothing to improve one's condition. Ito naman, parang negative siya na version ng inyong letters A and B. No? So sabi niya, bahala na, hindi ako gagawa, tutunga nga lamang ako, si God na yung mag-i-improve ng aking condition. Letter D naman, social responsibility to participate in the development of the society. So, letter D naman, sabi niya, you have to participate in your society, you have to participate in your community, you are responsible for all the things that are going to happen in your society. You are a part of that society, so you have to participate. No? So, yan yung sabi ng letter D. And so, the tumpak na choice here would be letter C, resignation and ends up doing nothing to improve one's condition. Di ba nga meron tayong kasabihan na sa Diyos ang awa, na sa tao ang gawa. Pero itong letter C, wala na talagang ginawa. No? Tumunganga na lamang. Sabi niya, resignation, I resign, I give up. And the person ended up doing nothing to improve one's condition. Bahala na ang Diyos. No? Siya na yung bahala sa amin. I resign, no? I give up. Yan yung sabi ng letter C mo. Okay? So, halos parehas yung thought niya with A and B, but this is taken in the negative context. And so, that is the tumpak na choice for number 4. So, letter C is tumpak. Okay? Magdiwang lahat ng nakatumpak. Number 5. Though nothing can bring back the hour of splendor in the grass, glory in the flower, we will grieve not, rather find strength in what remains behind. The stanza expresses letter A, hope, letter B, loss, letter C, despair, or letter D, grief. Okay, so this one is in the category of English, no? Reading comprehension siya. Ano yung interpretation nyo sa number 5? Okay. What do you think is the correct choice for number 5? Again, please to share our video. Letter A. I see a lot of letter A's for number 5. Tumpa kaya yung letter A? Sabi ng inyong number 5 dito, though nothing can bring back the hour of splendor in the grass, wala na daw makakapagbalik no, ng hour of splendor in the grass, glory in the flower, we will grieve not, hindi tayo magigrieve, no? Rather, we will find strength in what remains behind. This might have been talking about youth, no? So, kahit na wala na, hindi mo na maibabalik yung youth mo, yung time mo na nawala, you will not grieve, hindi ka dapat malungkot, pero yung gagawin mo, hahanapin mo yung strength in what remains behind, kung ano na lamang meron ka. No? So this stanza, of course, this expresses letter A, hope. Okay, so hope is the correct choice for number 5. It's not loss, despair, or grief. No? So you can see, all 3 other choices are just the same. No? So loss, despair, grief. Pare-parehas lang po, negative, no? Yung kanilang connotation. And so, alam mo na yung tumpak na choice dito would be letter A kasi siya lamang yung naiba. Okay, so letter A. And of course, that is what is given as the thought of our selection. Okay, so letter A is tumpak for number 5. Okay, number 6. What does presumption of innocence mean in so far as human right is concerned? A suspect blank. Is it letter A, is considered guilty unless proven otherwise? Letter B, remains innocent until proven guilty? Letter C, has the right to legal counsel? Or letter D, has the right to remain silent? Okay, so this is social studies. Basahin ko lang yung comment ni Sir Jonathan Mitra Cortez, LPT 2021 here. Team Piaget ako noon. Thank you so much, Gurong Pinoy, especially sa iyo po, Ma'am Mek. Good luck, future LPTs. Okay, so I hope all our future let takers are inspired, no? So si Sir Jonathan Cortez, LPT, ay isa lamang sa mga nakapasa sa ating first batch, no? So Team Piaget din siya dati. So again, if you are still not a member of Team Piaget, magpa-member na po kayo. It's valid until September of this year. And of course, you can easily download our PowerPoint presentation. You can easily download the video if you want to. There really is no need. No? Hindi naman kailangan i-download mo pa yung video because if you are a member of Team Piaget, the video stays in the group. No? So hindi po siya nawawala. And of course, that video that you have in Team Piaget is full length. No? Because if you are watching us on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page, ay napuputol po yung inyong video. Snippet lamang po yung inyong video. So again, do become a member of Team Piaget. Just send us a message to our Facebook page. No? So punta lang po sa Facebook page and of course, send us a message. Again, please do share this video. I-share na po yung ating video. Alright, number 6. What do you think is tumpak for number 6? Number 6B, I see B's in number 6. Okay, letter B kaya ang tumpak? All right, so this right here, of course, is part of social science. Now, the question is talking about presumption of innocence. You presume that someone is innocent. No? And so, of course, the correct choice here is letter B, remains innocent until proven guilty. No? So, until there are facts, until there are evidences that are big enough nor heavy enough to prove that this person is guilty, that person is still presumed innocent. Okay? So, dapat sa kahit na anong kaso ay meron kang ebidensya, no? So hindi mo siya po pwedeng maipakulong ng walang ebidensya because of the presence of presumption of innocence. Kung meron ngang yung asawa mo kunwari merong kirida, no, merong mistress, kunwari ano nga yung palabas ngayon, the broken marriage vow. Okay, so if your husband or your wife has someone else, there's a third party, and you'd want to file a case, you should have evidences, no? and evidence for third parties, for mistresses, no, is kailangan may video or naaktuhan mo, nakita mo talaga, hindi pwedeng hearsay lang, hindi pwedeng ganito lang, no? So dapat meron kang matibay na ebidensya para maipakulong mo yung tao. Otherwise, we presume that that person is innocent, no, until he or she is proven guilty. Okay, so letter B is tumpak for number 6. Number 7, what does the presence of these three divinities, Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos, in Greek mythology symbolize? Is it letter A, power of immortals over mortals? Letter B, mortals' fate depends on the gods. Letter C, destiny cannot be controlled by anyone. Or letter D, immortals play a great part in mortals' life. Ayon, the broken marriage vow. Paano po pag napatay yung asawa, pag nahuli? Ba't patayan naman yan, Ma'am Tin? Gusto mo talagang patayin, Ma'am Tin? Sabi ni Ma'am Tin, paano po pag napatay yung asawa pag nahuli sa akto? Hindi ko alam, siguro kailangang i-prove na na impito ka, yung nanilim yung inyong paningin. But I don't know kung ikaw ay maaabsuelto sa kaso kapag napatay mo siya pag nahuli mo sa akto. Depende siguro kung magaling yung abogado mo, Ma'am Tin. Hindi malinaw yung font, Ma'am Apple Di Paz. I-check nyo po yung inyong video quality. Minsan po nasa connection din ninyo, no? Kung mahina po yung connection, ay mahina din yung video quality. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter B's. Letter B kaya ay tumpak? Okay, I see a lot of letter B's. Now, letter B's. What does the presence of these three divinities, Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos, in Greek mythology symbolize? Okay, the correct choice here is letter B. Mortal's fate depends on the gods. Okay, so letter B ay tumpak, no? Yung ating buhay ay nakadepende daw sa gods, no? So these three are divinities. These are the three gods, no? Three gods or three goddesses. Okay, so these right here are Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. And they actually stand for si Clotho. Clotho stands for birth, no? So siya yung birth, siya yung pagkabuhay, pagkapanganak, no? Clotho spun the thread of human fate. Lachesis dispense it. Ito si Lachesis naman, siya yung nagpapalawig ng buhay mo. Kumbaga, during your lifetime, Lachesis is the one that rules over your life. And Atropos, ito si Atropos, no? Atropos cuts the thread, thus determining the individual's moment of death. Okay, so kumbaga, they control your life. So Clotho is during birth, si Lachesis is during your lifetime, and of course si Atropos would determine your time of death. Okay, so letter B po ang tumpak na choice. For number 7, mortal's fate depends on the gods. Okay, number 8, which part of the brain acts as the center of our emotions? Letter A, hypothalamus. Letter B, medulla. Letter C, cerebrum. Or letter D, cerebellum. Ano kaya yung tumpak na choice for number 8? Aba, Ma'am Jova. Sabi ni Ma'am Jova Aquino, pag ang asawa ko ng babae magpapaparty pa ako, bakit po? Masaya pa si Ma'am Jova pag nangyari. Okay, what's your answer? Ayan, Ma'am Tien, sabi ni Ma'am Beverly Fabro, imbis siya ang makulong, ma'am, ikaw ang makukulong pag napatay mo. Kaya dapat hinga muna tapos bilang hanggang 10. Oy, sa amin, pag yung babae ng lalaki, pwede siyang patayin. Muslim yata ito si Sir, no? Si Sir or si Ma'am. Facebook user, hindi ko nakikita yung name. Sabi niya sa amin, pag yung babae ng lalaki, pwede siya patayin. Saan po kayo? Saan po yung sa inyo? Okay, what's your answer? Number 8. Number 8, ABC. Samut-sari. Aha, pero karamihan ay letter A. Okay, so number 8, sabi dito na number 8 mo, which part of the brain acts as a center of our emotions? Is it letter A, hypothalamus, letter B, medulla, letter C, cerebrum, or letter D, cerebellum? And of course, the correct choice here is letter A. No? So hypothalamus is the center of our emotions. Kaya nga sabi nila, huwag mong sasabihin sa jowa mo, kakatapos ng Valentine's Day, di ba? Huwag mong sasabihin sa jowa mo um, na I love you with all my heart, pero dapat yung sabihin mo I love you with all my hypothalamus, because your hypothalamus is the center of our emotions. Now, it controls how we feel and what we feel. Okay, let's take a look at your slide. So these right here are the different parts of the brain, no? Let us not concern ourselves with the terms telencephalon, diencephalon. These are just the different parts of the cell, no? Pero yung pinaka-concern natin, itong mga nasa baba. Now, most commonly, yung mga lumalabas sa let nyo yung about cerebrum, about cerebellum, no? And about hypothalamus. Yan yung mga lumalabas sa let nyo. So yung cerebrum is very important because this is the part of your brain that functions for memory and thinking. So kumbaga sa memory mo, thinking, logic, your mental processes, this would all happen in your cerebrum. Yung cerebellum mo naman, this is for balance and coordination. No? Sa balance, coordination, how you use the different parts of your body, it is the cerebellum that plays that part. And of course, we've talked about hypothalamus. It is the center of our emotions, for autonomic functions, and for hormone production, hypothalamus din. The thalamus, on the other hand, they relay and process, or it relays and processes centers for sensory information. So for the senses siya yung inyong thalamus. Okay, now again, these three are the most common na lumalabas sa letong cerebrum, cerebellum, and hypothalamus. The rest of these, hindi na po lumalabas yan sa leto. Okay? So dapat alam natin yung functions ng cerebellum at yung hypothalamus. But then again, our choice is letter A for number 8. Okay, number 9, the new teacher narrated with blank how she still can't believe that she topped the let. Is it letter A, candor, letter B, aplomb, letter C, pulchritude, or letter D, rancor? Ay, ito, marami tayong natututunan ngayon 'no, dahil sa topic ng the broken marriage vow. Ayan, sa Muslim po hindi papatayin pero may 70 paddle, both girl and boy. Oh, so yung dalawang nagkasala 'no, sila yung ipapaddle. Ma'am Evelyn Gadong Satunero, regarding your comment po, mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page. Ayan, si Ma'am Norman Balt Manalaw, saan po kayo ma'am? Sabi niya sa amin, dalawa sila papatayin. Oh my goodness. Kakatakot, no? So dapat um, ano nga to? Loyal at faithful. Hindi dapat nangangaliwa. Okay, what's your choice? Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett, no, if you are looking for the stars, nasa Facebook page po yan, ma'am. Kung nanonood po kayo sa Team Piaget, wala pong stars dyan, nasa Facebook page po na video. Okay, letter or number 9. The new teacher narrated with blank how she still can't believe that she topped the let. Is it letter A, candor, letter B, aplomb, letter C, pulchritude, or letter D, rancor? Okay, which one do you think is the correct choice? I see letter A's and B's. Okay. And the correct choice here, of course, is letter A, no? So, candor po yung ating hinahanap. Candor is the tumpak na choice. The new teacher narrated with candor how she still can't believe that she topped the let. So, when you say candor, it's frankness, no? Being candid, yung ano lang, straight to the point lang, diretso lang, walang pakeme, no? But being candid, that means hindi ka nag-iisip kung ano yung sinasabi mo. Very candidly, no? Very informal. You are talking about in this case here, the new teacher is talking about how she still can't believe that she topped the let. No? She was very candid when she talked about not believing that she topped the let. Aplomb means self-confidence. No? So, medyo believe mo sa sarili mo, yabang, medyo may pagka-mayabang itong aplomb. Pulchritude is also a very common term, a very common vocab, no, sa let. And of course, that means beauty. And rancor, on the other hand, ito yung mga naramdaman ng mga walang kadate noong February 14. No? So, bitterness is rancor. Ikaw ay bitter. Okay, so number 9 is candor. Candor. Letter A is tumpak. Number 10, the morning air smells blank in the garden than in the living room. Is it letter A, sweet, letter B, sweeter, letter C, sweetly, or letter D, more sweet? Again, gentle reminder for those of you who are watching us on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel, your video is a snippet. So again, if you'd want to enjoy the full-length video and of course download our PowerPoint presentation, magpa-member na po kayo sa Team Piaget. Again, the membership is valid until September of this year. There's no hidden fees, there's no extra payment, there's no monthly payment. It's a one-time payment. No, one-time membership po. Okay, letter A. I see a lot of letter A and a lot of letter A's and a lot of letter B's. Ano kaya ang tumpak? Sino kaya yung wagi sa dalawa? Okay, so sabi na number 10 mo, the morning air smells blank in the garden than in the living room. And ang tumpak na choice dito is letter A, smells sweet. Okay, so letter A, sweet po yung ating hinahanap. Not sweeter, not sweetly, not more sweet. Now, bakit? Because this verb that we have here is a sense verb. No? Ito ang sense verbs na tinatawag natin. And they are followed by adjectives. You all know what adjectives are. These are words that will describe your noun or your pronoun. No? So here, these are several other examples of your sense verbs: tastes, feels, looks, smells, sounds. And again, they are followed by adjectives, your words that can describe your nouns and your pronouns. So it smells sweet is what we are looking for. Ayan, smells sweet. Okay, the sound, or it sounds loud, it sounds noisy, it sounds quiet, it looks dark, it looks shiny, it feels smooth, it feels rough, it tastes sweet, it tastes sour. Okay, so whenever you have the sense verbs, verbs of course that we use whenever we use our five senses, the sense of taste, the sense of touch, no, etc., they'd always be followed by your adjectives. Okay, again, when you say adjectives, these are words that would describe your noun and your pronoun. No? So, sweet po, yung ating hinahanap, letter A. Okay, number 11, he was a famous author of the novel Scarlet Letter. Letter A, Nathaniel Hawthorne. Letter B, Herman Melville. Letter C, Walt Whitman. Or letter D, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Okay, which one is tumpak for number 11? Ligwak pero babawi. Okay lang po yan. Dito lang naman ligwak. Okay? Importante in the actual let, hindi na po tayo ligwak.